Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News with a Rock and Metal News flashback. Taking you back to 1986 and the tragic passing of Metallica bassist Cliff Burton. The band were touring in Sweden for support of their Master of Puppets album. And the bus went off the road and Cliff was thrown from the bus and the bus rolled over top of him and killed him. And back then, I was in, I believe, grade 11, and it was such a tragic day. Just felt terrible. I was really into Metallica, and I had seen the band with Cliff Burton for the Ride the Lightning tour when they came to Vancouver with Armored Saint. And that news just really devastated me, as you know, they just put out a really amazing album, Master of Puppets, and then heard this tragic news. Well, I used to collect the magazines back then. I think they were called Circus, and maybe one was called Hip Parader. And when I went and checked one of the magazines out, they had posted a Cliff Burton's parents' address if we wanted to send any condolences to them. So I thought I'd write, and I wrote a letter back then. And much to my surprise, about 6 months later, I received an envelope in the mail and opened it up, and it was a letter from Cliff Burton's mom. And it's just sort of one of my prized possessions I thought I would share. The letter was dated April 7th, 1987, and it says, "Dear Ron, Mr. Burton and I thank you for your letter. Sorry our reply is so late, but there have been over 1,000, and I am answering each and every one." So 1,000 letters back then for Cliff. You have no idea how comforting it is to have been taken into the hearts of Metallica fans. We still support the band 100% and always will. Jason is a wonderful bassist. So this was just after Jason Newsted was now announced to replace Cliff in the band. No one can compare to our son, but Metallica will remain on top. And man, did they ever remain on top. He was also a wonderful, kind, and loving son. Thank you. Thought you might like a picture of the three of us. So it looks like she wanted to put a picture in the envelope, but unfortunately the picture wasn't in there, so I never got a picture of the three of them. But yeah, I'd just like to just show you this and share the letter for a Rock and Metal News flashback. So horns up to Cliff Burton, and thanks for tuning in.